What's up guys, DSCuber here. Today I'm bringing you a video on my main Speedcubes for 2014. For 2x2 I use the VCube 2. As a matter of fact, this is the VCube 2A. The VCube 2B is a pillowed version of this. I like my VCube 2A, however, the die-in 2x2 and the WIT 2x2, the WIT Eden I should say, I forget what model it is, but there's a WIT Eden 2x2 and the die-in 2x2 that are much better than this. And I do plan on buying both of them in the future. However, I do solve this fairly fast. I think my best time is around 3 seconds, and this has really allowed me to get my times down. Next up is my 3x3s. Now I have two mains. This one here is my die-in Zanchi. I love my Zanchi. I've had this for 2 or 3 years, and it's just extremely smooth, never pops. I love the smooth feel of it. However, I have a second choice, and that would be my Ghost Hand 2. I like the Ghost Hand 2 because it has that crispy feel, and it's also fairly fast. I've gotten some pretty quick times with this cube as well, and I really like it. I like the feel of it, and I really can't decide between the two, so I have to say that these two cubes have to be my main for 3x3s. Next up is my 4x4, and for 4x4 I use a Shangshao 4x4. I can solve one, but it's not fast enough to compete. I can solve a 4x4 in like 4 or 5 minutes, so it's really not that fast of a time. However, my Shangshao 4x4 is absolutely amazing. It's super fast, and it's better than any 4x4 that I've ever seen or had. Next up is my 5x5. I do not solve the 5x5. I've done it twice, maybe, and out of the two 5x5s that I own, I have to say my Shangshao, why am I saying Zanchi? My Shangshao 5x5 has to be my favorite. It's super smooth, buttery smooth, corner cutting is great, it's lightweight, and it wasn't expensive either, unlike the VCube. And I have to say that the Shangshao 5x5 is just one of the better 5x5s that I've seen. And I really like how fast it is, and it's unfortunate that I can't solve one really fast. Next up, my 6x6. I've never solved a 6x6 before. However, if I were to solve one, I would definitely use my Shangshao as my main. I know that there are other companies that make 6x6s, like VCube. I'm sure there are others, but I'm really not familiar with other companies. However, my Shangshao 6x6 is definitely a lot better than the VCube 6. I've heard of so many problems with it, so I opted to buy a Shangshao 6x6 just in case I ever decide to get into it. However, if I did, then my Shangshao would be my main. My main for 7x7 is my VCube. I love the VCube 7x7. It's smoother than any 7x7 that I've seen. It's a lot faster. I've never solved 7x7 before because it's just too long and too difficult, too many algorithms to memorize. However, if I were to learn how to solve a 7x7, I would like to use my VCube 7. Alright, so that's about it for the n by n by n puzzles, meaning a 3x3x3 or 5x5x5, you know what I mean. So that's it for these puzzles. Whoops. Now I'm going to be getting into other puzzles that I could solve at a cubing competition. First up is my Megaminx. For Megaminx, although I've never competed for Megaminx, I would use my MF8 Megaminx. I've had this for quite a while. It's really broken in, really smooth. I like how it turns, how it feels, and if I were to ever compete in the Megaminx, I would definitely use this, but my times aren't fast enough yet, so I decided to hold off on competing for it. Next up is my Pyraminx, and for Pyraminx I use my Shangshao Pyraminx. My Shangshao Pyraminx is extremely smooth. I've gotten down some really fast times with it. It corner cuts unlike any other Pyraminx that I've ever seen. It's just extremely smooth, and it wasn't too expensive either, so I'm pretty satisfied with it. And my QJ Pyraminx really just hasn't been holding up as well, and my Shangshao Pyraminx is just a lot better. So I love the Shangshao Pyraminx, and I would definitely recommend it if you're just starting to get into this kind of puzzle. Next up is the Cube, and although I've never competed for it, I do plan on competing next time I go to a competition, likely nationals, but should I go to nationals, I will compete for Cube, and I do use the Lan Cube. It's one of the only Scubes that I really know to be one of the better ones. I know that the QJ Scube is absolutely terrible, and I heard that there's an MF8 one, and I didn't hear too many good things about it, so I decided to get a Land Scube. And my Land Scube is just absolutely amazing. I've used it a lot, and it's really broken in well, and I just love how it turns and feels. And last but not least is the SquareOne. I could solve a SquareOne, but I haven't done it in a while, so I've probably forgotten the algorithms. But I like the MF8 SquareOne. It's really fast, and I don't have any problems with it. I've never competed for SquareOne before, but I do know how to solve it. Not very well though, so I probably wouldn't compete for a SquareOne anytime soon. However, if I were to compete, I'd be using my MF8 SquareOne. Okay, so that just about does it for my main puzzles. I'll just give you guys a quick run through of it again. My V-Cube 2, Ghost Hand 2 for 3x3, Titan Zanshi for 3x3, Shangshao 4x4, Shangshao 5x5, Shangshao 6x6, V-Cube 7, MF8 SquareOne, Land Scube, MF8 Megaminx, and Shangshao Pyraminx. Anyway, thanks for watching this video. If you liked it, leave a like, favorite, comment below with your thoughts. Be sure to leave suggestions for future videos, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.